What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and today is Monday. How's everybody's Monday, folks? Mine's off to a rocky start. Been arguing with my wife. She went to my son's basketball tournament on Sunday. I went on Saturday. And on Sunday, she left his basketball bag there with his basketball, his practice jersey, his water bottle, and his very nice Nike basketball bag. But we're moving on from that, folks. What's going on? I haven't even looked. Last I looked, algo was over 14 cents. Are we still celebrating that? Bitcoin was over 37,000, and everything made sense in the world. Everything going up is what makes sense, doesn't it? That's what I like. Who's in the chat? Anybody in the chat? What's going on, Django? Coop, what's going on, man? How are you? Thank you for showing up. We're here. If you want to be part of the chat, come over to YouTube. If you just want to watch it where it's most convenient, stay where you are on X. There you go. I called it X. Man, how's everybody feeling? I opened the chat today. There is some vibration surrounding the prices, but I genuinely haven't looked. I looked at my notifications on Twitter. So we are going to navigate the news, the prices, and we're all going to figure this out together today, folks. Man, I do need, I'm in like a test mode again. I'm a perpetual practicer, I think. I keep on kicking myself to the beginning. And here I am at the beginning of this show again. It feels like I'm building this from the beginning again. And I am doing what I can to show up every single day, Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 on the West Coast. That's where I'm at. We're going to do this every Monday through Friday. So you can count on it, put it on your thing. I'll start creating the event before 2 minutes before the start. That might help. Then you can put on notifications. You can remember about it. And we can all do this and watch the show grow. I need to get somebody to work on my thumbnails and stuff like that. But until then, we're going to do it this way and use the same damn thumbnail every single time. That's all right. This stuff takes a lot of work, folks. And work is something that I'm doing a lot of these days. All right, folks. So, hey, he's still asleep. Shek, anybody got a Fractal Monsters referral code? What do these referral codes refer to? I'm behind. What's up, Fred? Thanks for showing up. Shek, still asleep. Anybody got a Fractal Monsters referral code? What are we talking about? ReCoop will overtake Rogan by 2024. Mark my words. Let's do it. Let's get going. Right here, right now. I'm a little behind. Dustin's here. Thank you, man. Samino, good morning. But what do you need referral codes for? What do you get from a referral code? Do I have a referral code? Get Coop to the groomers. I know, man. I need a haircut. Thank you, ZK Bop, for pointing out the obvious. Old Coop needs a haircut. What? Some churro chips on the show? Yeah, I do, Dustin. Send me some. I'll eat churro chips live. From Taco Coin. All right, let's just dive. Want some churro chips? Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, we're going to share my screen. We're just going to dive in today. Let's go look at CNBC, see what's going on, see if there's any interesting news. Is there any interesting news? Put it in the comments. What do I need to talk about today? Isn't that how the show should work? All right, let's share the screen. Shout out, by the way, to the sponsors of the show, Gora Network and Exa Market and Algo Foundry, aka Messina One. A lot of people are always asking, how do you get USDC on and off Algorand and get it to Coinbase? Well, you use Messina One and you use Base. That's what you do, in my opinion. Or you swap it to Algo and you send it that way. But Messina One's got low fees. Great thing. Oh, and I saw somebody else being like, hey, I got accidentally kicked out of governance. Well, you could use MAlgo through Messina One. There's a lot of different things, all right? There's a lot of different things. We saw Exa Market. They were in Latin America making, promoting some beautiful one-of-one art. So everybody's doing a great job. Gowana is back. Has everybody noticed that the lizard has risen? So it's all good. All right, let's go to CNBC and let's check out what the mainstream media has to say about today. We're going to share that screen. We're going to go to this. We're going to share it. We're going to go back. I'm going to click on that. All right, cool. We're in. We're in the game, folks. So mainstream meat, what are we doing here? That's not what we want. Okay, so stocks making the biggest moves today are Tesla. So Tesla must be pumping because it's been on a downward trend. All right, the NASDAQ, though, is down. It's the only one that's down, but everything seems pretty sideways. The Dow is up 0.25%, and the NASDAQ is down, a little bit. So it's all pretty even, except for the Dow is up a bit. We got a cut from Moody's. Dow rises to start the week as traders look past U.S. outlook cut from Moody's. All right, that's news. Consumer spending fell in October. I think that means that the tightening is working. I think the Fed would like that. As Target shutters some stores, it looks to prove it can grow and avoid setbacks. All right. Exxon aims to become a top lithium producer. Okay. Pfizer wants in on the weight loss drug market. They got to get that weight loss drug market. All right. NVIDIA unveils H200, its newest high-end chip for training AI models. Okay. That's escalating, folks. That's escalating. And it's true. Tesla did go up about 4% today. So people, and then you got, NVIDIA's up. There's more Wall Street Journal. I read the other day about another article from the Wall Street Journal about how crypto funds terrorists. They're really pushing that. I'm sure something's coming from the Biden administration about that. And it's probably going to surround Tron and USDT. So that's pretty damn obvious. And Binance probably. But it seems like Binance is playing ball. McDonald's and Crocs are releasing a line of $75 shoes. Who's going to rock the McDonald's Crocs? All right. None of this matters. We're not going to go to CoinMarketCap already, are we? Let's go to Bloomberg. Basically just looking at headlines real quick just to kind of get our head around what is happening. All right, so we're good here, I guess. You can see this. Yep. All right, Goldman. I don't have my charger down here. I think this guy's going to be all right, though. All right, Goldman, Morgan Stanley, and UBS split over side of Fed rate cuts. All right, so they're betting on Fed rate cuts in 2024. All right, Biden's going to go meet Xi. Oh boy. ETF to cover $8 billion in short options, and the market knows it. All right, anything? The world is in trouble. Nuclear weapons are in lots of different hands. The China economic recovery is losing momentum. All right. Enough of that. Let's go to CoinDesk. See what that rag has to say. Okay. So we got Bitcoin's pushing down a bit. It's down 1% over the last 24 hours, but we're going to go to CoinMarketCap for that. It looks like we're getting a bit of a correction in the market, except for Ether. Former FTX Alameda executive. Am I sharing this, by the way? I am. Still don't have that other monitor. Still don't have thumbnails. But you got me, folks. You got me here. Look at this. I'm here. I got this. I got a microphone. I got lights. I got a plant. It's all coming back. All coming back into focus. Crypto fund inflows of about 300 million bring yearly total above 1 billion. IRS raided by crypto investors as industry puts up fight against U.S. tax proposal. The proposal to establish a U.S. tax regime for digital assets has drawn a stunning 120,000 comments and will be the focus of an IRS hearing today. I think that's partly to do with Bankless, isn't it? I feel like I don't listen to them often, but I feel like they were celebrating that they made this happen. Let's hear what they say. The US IRS is gathering the final words now from a crypto sector that is arguing the agency's proposal for a digital assets taxation regime is an existential threat to investor privacy and to decentralized crypto projects. Monday's hearing, confined to audio, will gather prominent crypto advocates to lay out their arguments on this proposal that maps out how crypto brokers and investors would report transactions to the IRS. The new taxation system, which won't become final until IRS officials weigh the input, rewrite the final version, and approve it, has drawn industry ire that partially focused on how the proposal would define a broker that needs to comply. The digital asset middleman category stretches the statutory language beyond its breaking point in direct contravention of the relevant legislative history. Okay, just use normal words. Inexorably leads to the conclusion that the proposed regulators could treat every participant in the blockchain technology stack as a broker. Okay, well, that's some BS. The IRS wants to rope DeFi into the reporting regime to ensure that other entities do not convert to DeFi entities and circumvent reporting requirements. According to a comment letter from Lawrence Zlatkin, the company's vice president for tax, he contended that the regulations as written would allow government surveillance of the choices Americans make about their most private healthcare decisions or even when they purchase a cup of coffee. Despite the objections, there's a general bright side for a crypto taxation approach. Establishing rules and forms for how investors report their gains would eliminate one of the central impediments towards wider interest in cryptocurrencies. I just feel like today is a test of my reading. I'm reading and I'm pronouncing words like impediments flawlessly. You know what I mean? Bro, I can say impediments with the best of them. You know what I mean? That's why you come to the ReCoop. You're like, bro can say words, dog. Be like, people like, oh, you like to watch the ReCoop? And then you're like, yeah, bro, dog read words, man. Like he reads those words. You know what I'm saying? He's up in there on TV. He's on my TV reading words, bro. All right, crypto fund. We already read that. All right, none of that. No, don't care. FTX is looking for some more money. After they rug you on Sol, they're going to get $1 billion back from Bybit. Polygon guy goes to optimism. Ethereum wallet drainer steals 60 million in 6 months. Ethereum's the best. Owned by China and JP Morgan. Constant wallet drains. High fees. Who doesn't? Slow. Kind of slow. Who doesn't love Ethereum? You know what I mean? Perfect. This is a perfect thing. Trying to scale through layer twos that are highly centralized. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Hackers stole more than 60 million worth of crypto in 6 months. They're using a piece of code to bypass security alerts after maliciously gaining access to private keys. Fantastic. I don't care. All right, grayscale discount continues to narrow as spot Bitcoin Ether ETF euphoria works through the markets. Sweet. Bitcoin researcher behind BitVM. All right, this is actually kind of interesting. Let's read it. Okay, a core contributor of ZeroSync, a developer of zero-knowledge proofs for use on the Bitcoin blockchain, sets out how an open market for content hosting could be created by an atomic swap of coins for files. Outlining a path for bringing Ethereum-style smart contracts to the original blockchain, is creating buzz anew with his latest publication. A proposal for decentralized file hosting, incentivized via Bitcoin payments. The new Bitstream proposal by Linus, a core contributor to Bitcoin-based zero-knowledge proofs developer ZeroSync, sets out how an open market for content hosting could be created by an atomic swap of coins for files. The server encrypts the files such that we're not going to get into that, but that's interesting. You know, they're trying to just do everything on Bitcoin these days. Sweet. We'll go look at the block real quick. Then we'll check out prices, and then we'll zone in on some stuff, hopefully. All right. Am I sharing this? Yeah. Uniswap's cumulative front end fees exceed $1 million within a month. At least, by the way, in Ethereum's defense, at least they figured out how to make money. Former Polygon Labs president Ryan Wyatt joins Optimism as the chief growth officer. Terraform Labs acquires cross-chain data provider as it pursues post-Quan plans. Aave's back running as usual. All right. None of that is particularly interesting, so we're going to move on. All right, CoinMarketCap. Let's look at that. All right. So we got Bitcoin down about 1% over the last day, 36.7. So it's cooling off a bit. ETH is outperforming Bitcoin for the last week. It's up almost 10%. Still up in the green over the last 24 hours, about 1.5%. So it's up about as much as Bitcoin is down. So that spot ETF euphoria is still alive for Ethereum. XRP is down across the board. It's down about 1% over the last hour, 2.5% over the last day. How are volumes? Volumes are lower. The volume is ticking down, but that's also including Sunday, so that doesn't really count. Solana down to 53. The rug begins. My short is less painful, but it's still up 33% over the last 7 days. So I will not be doing a dance, but it is dipping more than the rest of the market. It's down almost 7% over the last 24 hours, 4% over the last hour. I mean, don't FOMO into this garbage. I mean, into this stuff. Solana's not garbage, by the way. I don't believe it's garbage. It's garbage the way it's been pumping and obviously manipulated. And they're dumping. And then we'll get a catalyst. We'll get a bad news catalyst, and then everything will flush. And then I think once that happens, once they do whatever terrorist funding thing that the Biden administration is going to do with the DOJ, and then I think the SEC, you don't even have to worry about that. It's going to be what the DOJ probably does at this point via Tron, USDT, and Binance. What the hell are these people going to do? That'll be our flush. Or it won't be. Or we all know that that's coming and they're going to pivot and they're not going to do anything because they love us and they want us to be happy. But Tron's not feeling the effects. That's up 12% over the last week and still up over the last 24 hours. Weren't they buying? Wasn't that hack of Polynex? Then they swapped a bunch into Tron, pumped the price of Tron. Oh, man. Kind of lost my shit on that one. Chainlink is pushing down about 6.5%. It's below $15, but boy, it's been on a tear. That doesn't really matter, does it? Still up about 20%. Polygon still cooking with gas, 25%. Polkadot is down. It's down about 4% over the last 24 hours, but still up 12.5% over the last week. AVAX doing great, 33.5%. But why? Why is AVAX pumping like that? Anybody know? For what reason? Do people use AVAX? Does anybody in this crowd use AVAX? They had that Stars Arena thing. Like, literally, who cares about AVAX? I don't. Do you? Is there a community? I never see anything. Am I in a bubble? Like, does anybody actually care about Avalanche? None of my homies do. Litecoin down across the board over the last week. Got boring again. Poor Litecoin got boring again. Litecoin was so exciting. We were all so excited about it. Now it's boring. Bitcoin Cash. Cosmos doing okay. It's up 3% over the last 24 hours. Trying to get back to $10. Looks like it got it, but now it's down over the last hour. So there you go. A little energy there. That's been struggling. That's been struggling like some others. Hedera is holding on to 6 cents. Caspa still climbing the ranks, but down, cooling off, down about 9% over the last 24 hours and up. Okay, where are you at? VeChain tumbling down, I think a bit, down to 40. Is that tumbling? I don't know. But it's up. It's not really. It's pretty much stayed the same, right around 2 cents. Okay. There we go. 50. Gave back 14. But at least it's above FTT. FTT is still up 156% over the last week, but it's been dipping ever since, which it should. I mean, if you guys are retail FOMOing into this, I'm hoping that this isn't working for them because they're having to be the buyers and the sellers. So it's not quite as lucrative as they were hoping. I'm rooting against the market manipulators. But if some of you are like FOMOing into FTT, rest in peace. All right. Stacks tumbling down right across the board. All right. Stared at that enough. Let's go to Vestige for all my Algorand friends. Oh, Gary. I don't know what any of that stuff is. Doggy is up 100%. Okay, we got some red here. That's barely. DFly. Opulus is up 5% over the last hour. So that's a nice candle. But still, it's at 9 cents. Opulus seems to like to pump and then find its way back to 8 cents. That seems to be the path that their market maker is sending us on. Gora is down 7% over the last day, but still flirting with 30 cents, staying pretty stable there. Coop's down about 4.5% over the last 24 hours, but it took back 1.4. I haven't seen 1.4 in a bit. All that Coop I gave away this weekend, maybe they didn't go dump it. All right. So there you go. 13.85, but still up 9% over the last week. Down how much? It's taking too long. Real quick, we'll do gold, and we'll see what you guys are talking about in the chat. All right, silver bounces back, I guess. Not really. The moves are so minimal. But it got below 22, and then it bounced right back to above 22. Let's go to gold. Gold's up. Gold's up today. Gold's up over the last 30 days. It's at 19.46. We were above 2,000 on gold for a bit, but it seems to have plopped. Let's see what you guys have to say. Before we do that, though, I don't think I was sharing that, but it doesn't matter. Just go to Ethereum research explores zero-knowledge-based privacy for mainnet. When, by the way, all of this stuff, Bitcoin explores zero-knowledge for Bitcoin EVM or Bitcoin VM, and Ethereum explores ZK-based privacy. Like when ZK-based privacy for Algorand, when that happens, with the inventor, the co-creator, the man, the myth, the legend, Silvio Macaulay, why no usage of zero-knowledge proofs in Algorand? Why not? Where's it at? Give us our midnight. Silvio, Charles rushed his midnight, probably to front run your privacy. Let's get the privacy going. John Allen Woods, Silvio Macaulay, Gary Maloof, the good Gary. We'll call him Good Gary. Good Gary. We got a good Gary over here. Coinbase launches KYC service on Base. Oh, yeah, buddy. Here we go. Some exciting news. Finally. No, I'm not even sharing. Finally, we get some exciting news. You can do KYC in DeFi. Hell yeah. Just kidding. Coinbase said bringing identity verification on chain is a logical next step for Web3. Bringing know your customer policies on chain. Ethereum attestation service is a base layer where users can make declarations and add virtual signatures to information. Already has about 9,300 attestations from users. The service is expected to help particularly with Sybil attacks, which is when hackers use a single node to create many fake identities. The service is the next step toward using open source public good infrastructure to enable the next billion users to come on chain. All right. Well, I guess that really depends on it. Actually could be exciting if it's done properly, I suppose. In our digital interactions, we cannot know who is sitting on the other side of the screen. That's why you need zero knowledge proofs, right? Coin remains up close to 7% over the last 5 trading days and is in the green more than 175% since the start of the year. There we go. Whatever happened with the Polynex, is that even how you say it? Situation. Are they refunding people? Like, what's going on? All right. So Blockworks, Coinbase, KYC. A16Z is betting on blockchain infrastructure. Okay, SBF's Sam coins are alive and well, and they are front running the rally. SBF backed altcoins are rallying despite the disgraced founder being convicted on 7 federal counts. A week after a jury found him guilty on all 7 counts of fraud and conspiracy, SBF's former tokens of choice have emerged as front runners in the altcoin rally. Risk on is back in crypto markets, a trend analysts attribute potentially prematurely to Bitcoin and now Ethereum ETF optimism, and estimates that the Federal Reserve's rate hiking cycle has reached a peak. Bitcoin and Ether logged impressive gains over the last week, but the moves of smaller tokens have dwarfed these rallies. Perhaps the most Sam coin of them all, FTX's native token, FTT, leads the pack, posting a staggering gain of 200% over the last week and 75% over the last 24 hours alone. Traders appear to be betting on a revamped FTX exchange launching, a narrative driven by reports that exchange bullish and other firms are vying to purchase the bankrupt FTX. Now, does anybody think that a regulated FTX in the United States is going to utilize a token, an exchange token that has been highly manipulated in the past? There's no way they are. I mean, or am I wrong about that? Like, that sounds like a crazy thing to think that's going to happen. But I mean, I guess I could be wrong. Some analysts are going all in on the theory, likely pushing investors to finalize their trades. Yeah. Some analysts with huge bags of FTT. Anthony Scaramucci, I bet you he's a big fan of the price action of FTT. He probably has already removed himself from that. If he was wise, he sold it at $5. While the announcement of FTX's winning bid could occur in December of 2023, we project the exchange to be operational by May or June of 2024. FTX is anticipated to reclaim its position as a top 3 exchange within 12 months. Other Sam coins posting rallies are following far more elusive narratives such as Serum, Oxygen, and Maps, but are all still outperforming other altcoins. The Serum token is up 33% over the last 7 days. Bankman-Fried also poured money into Maps.me, a decentralized mapping application, leading the company's $50 million round. Maps is up 14% over the last 24 hours. Oxygen dipped slightly Friday, but remains up more than 25%. Altcoins including Ripple, XRP, Cardano, and Dogecoin may be in the green, but none have managed to crack 5% over the last 24 hours. Solana, also known as a Sam coin, at least to federal prosecutors during the disgraced FTX's founder's criminal trial last month, seems to have transcended Bankman-Fried over the past year, a Roshan Patel, partner at Hack VC. Bankman-Fried, once a large backer of Sol, called the token's crypto's most underrated asset. In 2021, FTX still holds some 50 million Sol tokens, most of which are locked, worth more than 1 billion. Well, this doesn't include all the ones that they just sent to the exchange. That it's so hard to understand, like how much is on exchange, how much they've actually sold. And people will just give you, like on Twitter, they'll just tell you that they've sold it all, but there's no proof of that. The only proof I have seen is that there's a ton on the exchange ready to be sold, but it's hard to know. Solana remains the sole Sam coin in the green over the year, posting a remarkable 215% increase since November of 2022. There you go. So all the coins associated with Sam Bankman-Fried, after getting convicted of a whole bunch of stuff, are up a lot, which means that FTX, which probably has huge bags of all this crap, I've heard grumblings that maybe they've outsourced their trading to Novogratz. Novogratz knows you pump it, and then he knows how to create FOMO. All right, what do you guys got? What are you guys doing over there? Are you guys still here? You hanging out with me still? Let's stop sharing. Let's get to the chat and let's see what's going on. All right. I'm here, Coop. Thank you, Dustin. Get Coop to the groomers. Yep, we already did that. Churro Chips, I'm signing up for the app, and it says if I got a referral code, we both benefit in future upgrades. Oh, all right. Well, I'll see about those referral codes. Okay, I'll send them. Good morning, Felicia. Thanks for showing up. 409, what's up? Good morning. Ludo, hello. You should go over the XGov system. I should. I'll do that this week, though. Already almost half of all accounts have voted. Okay, so you guys are voting. Let's look at XGov tomorrow. Janet likes digital assets. There you go. Old Janet. What are you talking about? Janet Yeltsin. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Yellen? Janet Yellen. Yellen? Why can't I remember that lady's name? They going to tax my Coop gains. That's right, Bank On. Evening all. What's up, Mark? Mort. No speech impediments. Thanks, Mort. That short, LOL. Short, heard around the world. ReCoop, shorts, Sol, 6 whole tokens. Told you, I tried. I was going to actually short it more, which would have been, it could have gotten a little like, oh, this is annoying. I don't want to throw away that money. It could have gotten worse. But like I've said several times, that the slippage was so bad that I didn't like it. Coop, get the tablet so that you interact with the audience a little bit more. Yeah, for sure. SBF should be wearing those McDonald's Crocs clown shoes. Let's do that. Hi, Chris. All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys. I know today is a bit, let's see. Let's just go to Twitter. What's on Twitter? Algorand, fit for purpose. Your mom's fit for purpose. J-hole, just kidding. Algorand, just works. Fast, cheap, secure. I mean, this is me for you. This is what I get. I get Algorand, fit for purpose. Algorand, just works. Algorand, I have no idea what the MMs are doing. No, he didn't say Algorand. Glad my stop didn't hit, but seriously, this jittery must have a reason. They can't be that offside unless one system that can efficiently power over 1 million transactions per second. A lot of people are, what the hell? Look at that. There's a project in Algorand called Vendable, and they're concerned, and they sold a bunch of NFTs and which I think gave them rights to their key recovery service. It's not looking good for that project, folks. So it's rough out there for anybody that invested in that. Okay, folks, finance. What a great time we had at Latin American, whatever conference, teaming up with the Algo Foundation and fellow ecosystem projects like Gunny, Exa, C3, AgroToken, and we really made Algorand shine. Awesome. Algorand does shine best, I believe, in Latin America. They have had a presence in Latin America for a long time. Community has spoken. Opal will stay on the checkout. Opal will continue to be accepted as payment for upcoming MFT sales. Good. Somebody got their link liquidated. Okay, help me understand, why is it bad for DeGods to mint another NFT collection on Solana? I mean, this dude, like, bro. Now that Solana's cool again, now he's going to go launch a thing over there. It just seems kind of like there's no principles behind it. Like, he left Solana just to chase some money, and now he's going to chase some money back. I think that's probably why people are upset. Ben Armstrong, Bitcoin supercycle confirmed. Solana taking over ETH for crypto dominance. Oh, shut up. Because this is how you guys are you even, am I sharing this? Yeah. No, I'm not even sharing this. I'm like literally scrolling Twitter, and you guys can't even see me just yell at Twitter. You guys want to watch me yell at Twitter? Here, okay. That kind of looks like Nate Diaz. Okay, Prithvi is out. He's locked in gains. Good morning. Name a movie and replace one word with breakfast. No breakfast for old men. If I make a post before devs or insiders dump their tokens, then people say I'm trying to harm them with FUD. If I wait and sit on that info until after insiders or devs sell, then people tag or DM me saying I should have done something. Just cannot win. That is the problem, isn't it, Zach? Macy or D-Gods, which is the better buy right now? D-Gods, right? I guess. Look at that. Look at that ape. Look at him. Regal. Man. Gotham FC won the Women's League Championship with Algorand on their chest. There they go. I wonder how many more years they are going to have Algorand on their chest. The breakfast instead of the Breakfast Club. 16. This guy's clearly old. All 80s references, Frugal. All 80s references. How about Back to the Breakfast? Or let's do a more recent movie. Let's do a movie called The Fifth Breakfast. I don't know. That's not a recent movie. That's just as old as his movies. Okay. There I am. Oh, God. Look at me. I'm a little bit behind. Nobody's watching this anymore. All right, guys. Oh, you're on Twitter. Or you're on YouTube, I mean. Okay. That's it. There's nothing, right? I mean, what am I even doing right now? This is like the last week when I just started randomly Googling things. Let's see what's trending. Anything? The Raiders pulled off a win. Man, I can't believe Aaron Rodgers is potentially coming back in the middle. If the Jets can win some games, Aaron Rodgers is planning to come back in the middle of December. Like, that's crazy. Didn't he tear his Achilles? That's wild. Algo's trending for me, I guess. What comes up when you click on this? MJ. Look at that. 385 likes. It's big. Did you know that Eli Manning is part owner of Gotham FC? We got to get Eli on Algorand. Let's get Eli there. Let's get the Giants on board. All right. All right, guys. Well, there's an ad running. Blockchain, Algorand blockchain now integrated with the Taurus platform. I don't really know what that is. All right. All in crypto. Dyslexic crypto journalists. All in crypto YouTube channel. HBAR quant dot ADA. This dude's trying to talk about everything. John shows up everywhere, though, except for the ReCoop. But that's because I think the foundation is scared of people that don't just coddle them. They don't like it. They don't like the jokes. They don't like the calling out. Probably don't like that I thought that Stacy may be better served in another area. Probably doesn't like the idea that don't like that there's this board that we have no idea how much they're making, and they've just been the same bunch of dudes that nobody really knows who they are. And it's Stacy too. It's like a bunch of old Italian dudes and Stacy. That's not exactly how, new things come along. They don't like that. They can't handle the truth. You know what I mean? They can't handle it. I'm tired of telling it. I'll just keep scrolling the news. Do I need to keep doing this? Like, I need to keep doing this, or do you want me to go back to just like less frequent edited videos where I hyper focus on a topic and I do a little more DD? Like, what is it that you guys want from me at this point? Would it be more effective for me to go back to, maybe 1-2 videos a week that I edit? Would that be something that you would prefer? I could do that. I don't know. Or do I just keep on honing this, wake up and do 5 days a week, hopefully get somebody at some point to help me out and get this moving? I don't need to share anymore. All right, folks. Well, I appreciate you guys. Finally, I see some marketing in FIFA. That's awesome. I didn't see that. Hey, Koopy, late, but here, no face. Thanks for coming. Gotham FC, there's my Monday going to 0. LOL. We should get, but in real talk, though, it's not so bad. The Gotham FC thing, I mean, all of those people, especially who they're trying to appeal to, the Algorand Foundation, and I don't even know that this was that regime's decision, but this is actually literally effective in the sense of people are what the hell is Algorand, and they're going to look it up. I mean, all women's soccer team, very successful. I mean, respected. MJ just pointed out Eli Manning is an owner of the team. I think maybe Kevin Durant is too, or Kevin Durant is just a supporter of them. Either way, he was shouting them out on Twitter. That actually gets the word out, and it was insightful potentially to support women's soccer because that is a sport that I think is growing in popularity. That league is doing better, and it's a growing league. So that's better than the bike club, that's for sure. Like, let's get on, what was I going to say? Pickleball. Pickleball is like aired on ESPN, all that stuff. Let's get like a pickleball sponsorship. Maybe the ReCoop. We should start a pickleball team. How hard could it be? Let's get on ESPN, folks. Maybe we should just all become professional pickleball players. You guys, who's any good at pickleball and wants to show me how to do it? I'll become a pro. You know what I mean? I probably can become a pro in a couple weeks. I played ping pong. I took some tennis lessons as a child. How hard can it be? It looks like glorified ping pong. I've never played pickleball. Are any of you good at it? Can we become professionals, or is it too hard? Probably too hard. If people like LeBron James are buying teams, they see that it takes skill. All right, fine. I'm not probably going to become a professional pickleball player. I have to give up. But maybe that's a growing thing. Anyways, All in Crypto is good. John showed up, watched it. Boring as fuck. No face. No face saw Gotham FC, and now his whole Monday's ruined. He's like, I watched the damn thing, and it couldn't have been more boring. It's about the tech. Oh, techie. That's why we need pickleball. Thanks, Chris. I like your jokes too. Live content is 100% better. Okay, you need to get back on the project interview wagon, Coop. Yeah, but I mean, none of the people project interview wagon. All right, let's get Lee Parsons on the ReCoop. Will you guys go get Lee Parsons? I feel like that would be a fun interview. He doesn't do a lot of them. He's a friend of the show. Let's get Lee. They're making moves. They're making decisions. Why don't you guys go out there and hassle Lee about coming on the ReCoop? Who else could we get? Who else would be interesting that would get people to watch? There's a lot of people that would be interesting, but who would be interesting and get people to watch? I feel like Lee's that. Maybe Stacy. Does Stacy want to come on? Who would watch? I mean, or somebody from outside of Algorand, right? Hey, it's Sweno the Wiener. Sweener the Wiener. Do more interviews with people. Those are fun. Yeah, I should do that. I haven't done that. Sweener owns Coop. Like the token or the guy? Because I'm sure Chris does not feel like he owns me. I'm sure he would have me do other things. Pickleball. We all dress up as fancy pickles. There you go. And then roll a ball to each other and go, yay. I've only got one good leg. Cripple ball. Oh, Mort. Lee's a good Negroni interview. He is. Silvio, please, for the love of God. I was close to Silvio. I was close to landing Silvio too. Hassle him too. Get Lee. Let's get Lee and Silvio on the ReCoop. I'll even do the Silvio interview with preconditions. They can tell me what they don't want to talk about. I'll stick to it. I'll be friendly. I would love to talk to Silvio. All right, folks. Well, hey, thank you for showing up. Thanks for joining the stream. I'll be back tomorrow at Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, at 9:30 a.m. on the East or on the West Coast. And yeah, let's keep on growing this thing. I love you, folks. I love you. I love you so much. Why does that crack me up? I love you guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, we've been together for so long. You've been watching me for so long. I just want to tell you, all my crypto bros and all my algonauts and all my shoeless, starving men. I love you. I love you so much. See you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. on the West Coast. Peace.